Hi, I'm Marc Bernier, and welcome to the first of Marc Bernier News and Commentary, sponsored by Gorto Law. Very good attorney in Ormond Beach. He has a very good practice, and you may need this service. He does things like estate planning, trust, and wills. Brad does probate and trust administration, the handling of estate or trust after someone dies. Business law, for example, the formation of a business, preparation of shareholder agreements, legal representation in the sale or purchase of a business. And every day, Brad and his associates assist families, doctors, veterinarians, engineers, and business owners with respect to all their estate planning and business planning needs. He and his associate Brian Giaquinto not only work closely with you, but they also work directly with other key advisors, a financial planner, an accountant, a life insurance professional. By doing this, they make sure that your estate plan does not disrupt your current financial plan, or perhaps if you're a doctor or professional, your current asset protection plan, each of which are just as important as your estate plan. You see, Brad and Brian both know that your estate planning needs can't be addressed in a silo. A team approach with your advisors is needed. I invite you to call Brad Gorto. He's at 310 Wilmette Avenue, Suite 5 in Ormond Beach. The phone number is 386-257-2554. On the web, gortolaw.com. And I always like to spell it for people. GORNTOLAW is one word, .com. Gorto Law. Now, Marc Bernier News and Commentary. It'll be a star-studded week of political visitors to Daytona Beach as first Virginia Senator and Democrat Tim Kaine, the running mate for Hillary Clinton, visits Volusia County. Going to be talking about jobs. Then Senator Marco Rubio, candidate for re-election, in Daytona Beach Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday, Donald Trump at the Ocean Center. A surefire way to try to shore up the vote on the I-4 corridor. What surprises me, though, is how early these visits are. We just had the conventions. I was expecting the big guns to start arriving closer to the November vote. Rubio's expected to win his primary in a walk, but again, it will be all about turnout in the primary at the end of the month. Congresswoman Corinne Brown up for re-election and a primary in August, along with her chief of staff Ronnie Simmons. Both are now facing a trial delay on 24 cases of mail, wire fraud, and conspiracy. They were originally faced with a September date. Now it's moved to October 6th, and it could start any time that month. One thing is certain. The action lingers over her head, and a tough primary opponent in Al Lawson. This is the week homeless start showing up in motels in Daytona Beach following an action by Daytona Beach's City Commission last Wednesday night that would move them from the Salvation Army to area motels with a price tag to the city every week. While many are not in favor of the decision, there were few options open to the city following citizens coming out in mass against the commission that tried to think of at least using the vacated National Guard Armory down near the marina. Shop talk. Legendary actor and talk show host Jerry Doyle died last Wednesday at the age of 60, a graduate of Embry-Riddle in Daytona Beach and a longtime friend to many in the city. He was also a star in the TV show Babylon 5 and a best-selling author. Now, page 2. I met a guy named John Lutz last week. It's unbelievable. He provides a service that everybody should be thinking about if they ever leave their homes for a period of time, like in the summer when you're all up north. Who do you trust to watch things and make sure things don't happen? He provides service for absentee homeowners, vacation rentals, and realtors. And he serves our whole area: Flagler, Ormond Beach, Daytona Beach, Port Orange, Ponce Inlet, New Smyrna Beach. He's got a website I want you to go to, www.ringforthebutler.com. That's www.ringforthebutler.com, and I'm going to give you a phone number in a moment. He also has a service that's personalized to benefit the homeowner and their guest. So it's not just for the absentee owner, but for any homeowner who has a busy lifestyle. Grocery shopping, pharmacy errands, vehicle maintenance. He actually did this. He helped get a car to the airport, doing errands, home inventory services, and Wi-Fi setup, PC setup, and a whole lot more. This is one-stop shopping. And we have a lot more we're going to be telling you about. Here's the phone number to call. It's very affordable. It's an incredible quality service, and he is accredited. 386-682-8931. Again, the number 386 682-8931 for Home Butler Services and John Lutz. Governor Rick Scott has confirmed 4 cases of the dreaded Zika virus in Broward and Dade counties. The cases are all reportedly within 1 square mile of Miami's downtown, and Governor Scott has ordered spraying against mosquitoes take place before students return to school. As seriously as many are taking this, there are skeptics about how Zika got started and suddenly found its way here. Still, the state is in a battle with federal authorities over monies to tackle the issue. Last week's interview with school board candidates Ray Sanchez and Carl Persis in Volusia County brought forth comments from one member, the person that one of these people would replace, Linda Costello. In her email to me on Saturday, Mrs. Costello pointed out criticism against an inexperienced school board and new superintendent was ill-founded when you see the cost savings and efficiency in producing raises for teachers while erasing deficits. She added that when these facts are pitted against the claims, the board wouldn't take a stand and took forever to make a decision. It doesn't wash. But see, my criticism is the way the board handles such things as a superintendent selection and the clumsy way they dealt with a code of appearance they feebly called a dress code. Elsewhere, Pope Francis, holding an audience with youth in Poland, told them to get off their backsides and put down video games and exercise, claiming, "We were not put on this earth to sit around, but to leave a mark." Good advice, but one has to wonder if any of them were taking this to heart. Meanwhile, the pontiff needs to sharpen his message against ISIS, which up till now has been seemingly of tolerance, even in the wake of a senseless slaughter of an elderly priest during a mass in France. Now, page 3. Many of you who may have youth sports in your life need shirts, need hats. I want to tell you about a company that I use called the Mad Max Shirt Company, a full-service garment and embroidery company. They provide embroidery, heat transfer, screen printing, all types of clothing and accessories. I personally have bought shirts from Mad Max Shirt Company. They have 40,000 stock designs at their disposal, custom designs produced based on your artwork, and we ship directly to you. There's a website, madmaxshirtemb.com. That's the website, madmaxemb.com. You go there and you'll find out more. They can usually turn around orders 7 to 10 days for embroidery, 10 to 14 days for all silk shirts, 3 weeks for patches and badges. And all the artwork and digitizing are done in-house. They don't farm it out. I'm going to give you a phone number as well that you can call for the Mad Max Shirt Company. They'll get to you within 24 hours. But actually, I think it's better to go to madmaxemb.com and leave your information there. But if you want the number, it's 508-672-3377. That's 508-672-3377. Finally today, supporters of Bernie Sanders not in love with Hillary Clinton by a long shot. One only had to look at Sanders himself during her speech last week at the convention to notice a visibly bored Sanders who looked like he was just going through the motions in his applause. At one point, I thought I saw him sigh. This has been Marc Bernier News and Commentary on Demand. I'm Marc Bernier.